Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about what is composite supply and what is mixed supply. So section 8 of the CGST Act clearly explains what is composite supply and what is mixed supply. In previous regime, it was difficult to determine a particular service or supply, a particular transaction, whether it is a sale of good or sale of services in service tax regime. Say for example of works contract services, a works contract which includes section 2 subsection 119 of that is CGST Act defines the term works contract. The works contract comes under the composite supply. From that I start. So in that case, the material portion and service portion is not separable. In that case, so it is always, the works contract is always related to the immovable property. Please keep it in mind. The works contract is always related to immovable property. That is why it is being treated as there is supply of services. So the principal supply is taken, and for giving the principal supply, whatever may be the rate of tax which is imposed, that has to be paid by the service provider. Okay, even though there is a bundle of services, but what is the principal? That is supply of service. That is works contract service. What is the rate which is applicable for works contract services? That supposed to be paid by the GST, that is payer. So there is a composite supply. So now there is idea what is composite, because I have deliberated what is works contract. So composite supply, it have two or more taxable supplies, right? It have two or more taxable supplies. And the second one, it is naturally bundled. It is not separable, it is naturally bundled. So you cannot separate. It has to go with that. So the third one is the principal supply. The rate of tax has to be determined based on what is the principal supply. So what is the predominant nature among there are 3 or 4 supplies having the bundled nature. What is that is dominating in that supply? That only what we call it is principal supply. Say for example, so I am sending my car for repair. My motive is getting my car repaired, repair and maintenance. Okay. So in the authorized agency, they have given the spare parts of 15,000 and they are charged, there is a service charge of 10,000. So totally I have to bear 25,000. So the service, they are charging 10,000. For the spare parts, they have, that is incorporated in my car is 15,000. Now you tell me whether which rate has to be applied. It is the rate for the spare parts or rate for the services. Here the question is, what is the motto? What is this principal supply? I am giving my car for the repair. So repair services, whatever may be the rate applicable for the repairing services, that has to be levied. In this case, the principal supply is the repairing services, not the spare parts. It is not my intention to buy the spare parts. So my intention is the getting my car repaired. Okay. So in this case, the repairing and maintenance services, that is rate with applicable appropriate rate will be levied. Okay. So another example I can quote, hotel accommodation. The hotel extending, that is the hotel accommodation also with the complimentary breakfast. They are not charging, there is separate invoices. It is bundled services. Say for another example, that is at the time of selling air conditioners, they are giving the installation service also. Now you have to determine which one is the principal supply. Whether supplying goods is the principal supply or supplying the installation service is the principal supply. No, this is the main supply is air conditioner. it is associating ancillary is the installation. So the rate for the air conditioner is applicable here. So this is the second case of there is a composite supply. So whatever may be there is a mobile. If you purchase a mobile is coming with accessories like charger, it is coming with the earphone. So what rate has to be charged? So these are the bundled services. Whenever you buy a mobile, the charger is coming. If you are, so which rate has to be applied? So mobile is the principal supply. This is accessories, earphone, then there is what are the charger and all accessories, it is lying along with the products. So the rate applicable for the mobile has to be levied. This is what we call it as composite supply. Just I am reminding you, what is composite supply? There is two or more supplies naturally bundled. So it cannot be separable. So it go with one line. So this is what we call, that is a composite supply. Come to the next one, mixed supply. Mixed supply means I'm just giving the gift hamper. So in the gift hamper, there are so many chocolates, there are so many, there is dry fruits, so many drinks are there. So I'm giving as a gift. Okay. So in this case, see here, it is a package. It having the different products, having the different rates of taxation. So the package attracts which rate? Your question is. So if I am giving the chocolates separately, the separate rate will be applicable. Yes, all the products, so we can charge separately. If it is packaged in a one bundled, so it is not naturally bundled, you are making the package. So what rate has to be applied, sir? Right. So if you are sending the product separately, the separate tax will be that is applicable. The separate tax will be charged respective of the product. But here it is a packaged one, different the cool drinks, there is soft drinks, then dry fruits, then vegetables, then so many different products is being packaged in one bundle. So now we have to determine which rate is appropriate here. So in mixed supply, it is very clear which good is having the highest rate of tax. It is applicable for the whole bundle. See, the chocolate is having 5%, then soft drinks is having there is 18%, and another there is a this one chocolates with new having 28%. In this case, the product is having 28% is also in the bundle. So for the total, for the package of 50,000, the 28% of the GST will be applicable. Okay, now you are clear what is composite supply. It is naturally bundled, so there is no separate invoicing. But here in mixed supply, you can make separate invoicing also, because every product has its own. It is not naturally bundled. We are making the bundle. So here, this is the difference between the composite supply and this mixed supply. So in mixed supply, there are two or more supplies, but not naturally bundled. These are not naturally bundled. The third important one is the highest rate which is applicable. One of the product in that bundle will be applicable for the whole. So in this class, what we have seen, I hope you all enjoyed my video. So you are clear on this, the two important thing, what is composite supply and what is mixed supply. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please subscribe. There are so many videos to come on GST topic. Thank you.